Good afternoon and welcome to the live stream of Good afternoon and welcome to the live stream of this Commonwealth Games qualifier from Portobello Beach in Edinburgh, Scotland. Today's matchup sees the first game of the tournament get underway with the pairing of Scotland versus the pairing from Wales. We're just currently on the court. We're watching the guys go through the final stages of their warm-up routine. So a little bit of service that's going on right now. The referees are in position and they've done the coin toss, and our scorers are currently setting up and being ready to get the match underway. Weather conditions are a little bit tricky today. There's a lot of wind, which both teams will have to contend with, but the great news is that the sun is out, which makes perfect weather for beach volleyball. So a few more seconds on this warm-up and this match will be underway. Looking like the guys are playing in the white tops, which are the Scottish pairs, and the Welsh team, they'll be playing in the red tops. Wearing number 1 and number 2 for Scotland is Jamie McHardy and Graham Riddle, and in the number 1 and number 2 slot for Wales will be Billy Ewings and his partner of Connor Robbins. Athletes are currently sitting down, which means that the referees are about to get this match underway. The match protocol is underway. The line judges are taking their spots. And here we go, the first match is about to go. Okay, we're first referee is taking his way. He's making his way to the podium, and he is Christian Lund, and he is assisted on the second referee position by Sergio. Courtside volunteers, they're just going to quickly give the centre line a quick raking, making sure that the centre of the net is fairly even. That wind has picked up significantly, which will make it really interesting for the servers and the players to play their shots. So this will be an interesting match to see who can adapt and settle with the conditions early doors. So So if you're new to beach volleyball, the principle of volleyball is the same. 3 touches before the ball has to cross the net, and again it's a service game. So if you have the ball, you can serve, you can try and score a point, and if your opponents make a mistake, then you will score a point. We'll go over some of the shots and stuff that you'll see from these guys as we go, but hopefully you'll enjoy the action that we're about to see from these guys. The competition is the qualification for Commonwealth Games, so lots of importance on this match for both the teams. With Birmingham 2022 on the horizon, it's an automatic qualification spot for the winners of this tournament. So referee has brought both teams onto the court. And Wales look like they have won the toss and they will serve first. So it's player number 2, Connor Robbins for Wales, who's got the ball in hand. And he's going to get this opening match underway with the serve. Float serve on Riddle. McHardy with the sandal, and cross-court spike scores. 1-0 for Scotland. Game Riddle with a good pass, allowed McHardy to come in and make that nice handset, and a good piece of side out. Riddle, jump serve. Good receive by Rob. That's a knuckle shot, very clever. McHardy breaks off the net, and Connor showing his experience there with what we call a pokey, which is just using the knuckles to tap the ball over the top of the net, and he scores with it. One apiece. That's a line over the block. It's touched the block, so it's got to come back. Good hand from Graham Riddle. He's got a swing, nobody to block him, and he scores. 2-1 for Scotland. That was nice play. Went to a phase of what we call transition, where the players have to re-establish control of the ball and make an attack, and we did. Scotland team did that very well. First serve from McHardy. That jump serve. So the board for the points. 2-2 at the moment. Connor Robbins with the serve again. Serve from the left side of the baseline. Float serve to Riddle. McHardy handles. Cut shot in. Very good shot by Graham Riddle. 3-2 to Scotland. Graham Riddle's moving. He's assessing where he's going to serve this one. Into the wind. That's tight to the net. That's on tight. McHardy handles. Good shot. Just a small roll shot to that right hand line and scores. That makes the score 4-2 in favour of Scotland. Graham Riddle and Jamie McHardy settling well together in this early exchange. Riddle again coming with the jump serve. Opts to go on to Ewings this time. First sight. Transition dig. Here's the spike. Oh, it's good defence. Straight over. And McHardy, line over, scores. Nice piece of play. And here we go. Change of ends. So again, if you are new to beach volleyball, every 7. Yes, that's 5-2. At 7, after every 7 points, the players change ends so that they experience both sides of the weather. So 7 points have been played. 5-2 for Scotland. Still Graham Riddle with the service. Referee is on the whistle. It's a jump float from Riddle. McHardy with a block. Score is now 5-3. Billy Ewings plays that one off of Jamie McHardy's block. Billy Ewings will go to the service line for Wales. Riddle and McHardy are ready to receive this. Jump float into the wind, and he's put that one into the net. That makes the score 6-3 Scotland. Jamie McHardy will go back and serve using the wind. Float serve line side. High line is called. Off the net. And the spike. It's a cut shot. It's gone wide and out. Wales score that point. That's 4 points to 6. Scotland still lead. As that cut shot went, the wind picked up, just dragged it wide of this left sideline. Connor Robbins with the ball for Wales. He's going to serve into the wind. Composes himself and tosses. Jump serve received by McHardy. Chance for the spike. Good shot. Just plays that one cleverly over the top of the block, and Robbins was unable to dive and make that play. 7 points to 4. Scotland lead. Back with Graham Riddle with the serve. Float serve clips the top of the net. They play the shot. Oh, it's off. And it's 5 points to 7. Welsh pairing staying in this game. 5 points to 7. Billy Ewings with this service. Good receive by McHardy. Ball's up there. Cross court shot. It's dug. There's a break on. And the jumbo. Now, if you're not familiar with beach volleyball, the jumbo shot is where the player pushes it high over the top of the player's head and it drops into the back corner. The score is 6 points to 7. Scotland have a narrow lead. And Billy Ewings floats that one into the net. 8 points to 6. And that's a change of ends again. The players make their way around the post back into their sides. A big gust of wind there, and we almost lost a laptop. McHardy with the serve. He's going to jump serve here into the wind. Good strong serve. Robbins receives it. That ball's behind his head, and oh, he's played an amazing roll shot, which clips the top of the tape and deceives the Scottish players. Play, good piece of improvisation from the Welsh number 2. He's now back on the baseline with the ball, and he looks to serve. McHardy receives. Plays him set, and that ball is cut into the net. That makes the score level at 8 points all. 8 points apiece here in the first set. Commonwealth Games qualification tournament at Portobello Beach. The serve goes long from Connor Robbins, and Graham Riddle goes back to the baseline to serve for Scotland. They're leading 9 points to 8. Jump serve drops on. Billy Ewings plays. It's a high set. Line over. It's off the top of the block. Riddle dives. It's returned. Chance to score. Riddle. Roll shot. And scores. Nice piece of action there for you. Full commitment from both sets of players. Lead. Ewings with the swing, cuts cross court. Graham Riddle makes the diving play and rolls it over the top. Well read by Connor Robbins. Spike an opportunity, and he cuts it to the right hand sideline and scores. 10-9. This game is very closely poised. The Welsh number 1 will serve. Billy Ewings with a float serve. Down court with the wind at his back. Played it high and short. McHardy handles. Line over and score. Good piece of play. Good communication from Graham Riddle as he calls to his partner the position of the defender. And that allows Jamie to play that ball to the space where he can score. 11 points to 9, Scotland leading. The jump serve comes. And it's clipped the top of the net. And the timeout comes. Scotland go into the timeout leading 11 points to 10, and we will sit here and play some highlights. Assistants will go round the court lines, give them a rake, prepare the court for them. Talk over their performance. Inside beach volleyball, coaching is not allowed once the match has begun, so the two players are on their own on the court, and they have to talk to each other about their performance, make decisions, and hopefully steer their performance in the right direction. Just a short time out, and the players will be called back onto the court by first referee Christian Lund. 10 points Wales, 11 points Scotland. first set here in this qualifying match for the Birmingham 2020 Commonwealth Games. Connor Robbins for Wales will serve, and both teams getting ready to recommence this match. Referee signals the whistle, and here we go. Good receive by McHardy. Set is there. Cross-court shot is picked up. Chance for a score. Punched, and the wind takes that one out on the sideline. The score is 11 points all. The game is tied. Robbins with a good jump serve. Put some pressure on the Scottish pair. Let's see what he can do again with this one. On to McHardy. Received by Riddle. McHardy score. Oh, that one's gone long. It's out. And at 12 points to 11, Graham Riddle calls for a timeout again. The Scottish boys want to go onto the chairs and talk it over after those 2 quick points. So for the first time in the match, the Welsh take the chair in the lead. This tournament this weekend is on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Finals will be on Sunday, and it's brought to you from our partners at Edinburgh City Council, and the live streaming is coming to you from BBC and QTV, and we are also available on the Scottish Volleyball channels as well. So lots of ways in which you can be involved and watch the action here from Portobello if you're not physically able to come down and watch it from court side. So we hope that you're able to enjoy this. The referee has blown the whistle, the timeout has come to an end, and Scottish pair Riddle and McHardy come back to the court. Hopefully that timeout has given them a chance to focus their attention and bring back the score in their favour. Connor Robbins makes his way to the baseline because he is going to serve for the Welsh, leading by 1 point, 12 points to 11. Connor's had a good season this year on the beach tour, played well in the UK beach tour, and I spoke to him briefly before this match and he was feeling pretty confident. He goes with a jump serve to him, Riddle with the receive, good side out, his block is going to come over, it's short, Riddle receives, McHardy fakes the hit and then sets. It's a good play by Billy Ewing. He's going for the knuckle shot, and it's gone long. Graham Riddle celebrates that one with some vigour. It's 12 points all. This is a very interesting first match. Riddle looks to jump serve. He's placed the float onto Ewings. Robbins fakes a set and then rolls it cleverly onto the line, using his experience there of the beach scene to craft that point. 13-12 Wales. Billy Ewings with the float serve. Goes on to McHardy. Chance to swing and score. And he's hit that one wide. Big jump, big swing. Unlucky from Jamie McHardy. 14-12 Wales lead. That ball's gone outside of the arena, so it's the line judge on the near side beside me has to throw him the additional game ball. And Billy Ewings will serve again from the baseline into the wind. That one's gone long and McHardy listens to the call from his partner number 2 Graham Riddle. And 13-14 Jamie McHardy on the baseline ready for his serve for Scotland. Line float serve received. Billy Ewings' cross court hit. Graham Riddle makes a pick up, it's over the net. And again it's going to be a shot, and he rolls it and it just goes beyond the reaching grasp of Jamie Hardy on the block. 15-13 at change of sides, and Wales will serve with Connor Robbins. A quick hand slap from the Scottish pair as they acknowledge each other and reset, getting ready to pass this serve from Robbins. Good receive by Riddle. Ball's high in the air. He's got options. Swings it, comes off it, takes a spike, it comes off the top of the net. Good swings and scores cross court. Very good play. Ball into the net, watched all the way by Connor Robbins, set up for his partner who executes his cross court spike perfectly. 16 points to 13. Riddle receives, Jamie's on the move, it's gone over, he's going to swing. And he scores again. That's a really tight angle. Connor Robbins turns in mid-air and pushes that one right onto the right sideline. 17-13. Here comes the serve. Wind's dropped. Riddle receives. And it's gone over the top of his partner's head. And that can go down as an ace for Robbins. 18-13. 18-13, and Jamie and Graham have switched sides. Hardy passes and a chance to swing. The line overshot scores, and that's got the crowd back on side. 14-18 with Graham Riddle about to serve. It's a jump serve onto Billy Ewings, who's handled that perfectly. Cross court line is shouted, and he's pushed that one wide and it's out. First referee Christian Lund signals that that ball has gone long, and it's now 15 points to 18. Still Graham Riddle with the service. There'll be another jump serve, I suspect. Yes, here it comes. Down the middle onto Robbins. Billy Ewings handles, and that's a break, and that ball is hit. Graham Riddle can't defend it, and it goes out of the arena. And I'm just watching that ball as it rolls away towards the sea, and it's been retrieved by a member of the public. So good job. Billy Ewings will serve number 1 for Wales. 19-15. Graham Riddle's played that one. He's rolled it into a dangerous position. Connor Robbins got a roll shot and cuts perfectly. 20 points to 15 in the first set. We're on set point here in the first set. Beach volleyball sets are played to 21, and you must win by 2 clear points. So at the moment, the Welsh pair have the first set within their grasp, 20 points to 15. So let's see what happens with his service. And it's an ace, and Wales take the opening set. 21-15. Great first set here at the Commonwealth Games qualification tournament at Portobello. So both pairs will go to the benches, and they will think about how to get themselves back into this match, or how to make sure that they stay in front. Courtside assistants are currently on the court. They're raking, making sure that the playing surface is flattened, and the referees just make sure that everything is okay in terms of the scoring system. We've got more great matches coming for you this afternoon. With the first set over, the score will go back to 0-0, and we'll play the set. The matches will be played best of 3, so if it is 1-1, somebody will win it 2-1. The raking is done, and the players are going to come back out. They've had a little bit of time to take on some refreshments and talk over their performance. And we'll see what happens in next set. So Graham Riddle, number 2 for Scotland. Jump float. On to Billy Ewings, who's received that well. Cross court, line side spike scores as McHardy breaks from the net. And Wales take the first point in the second set. Connor Robbins will serve for Wales. Ball tosses in. Well received by McHardy. Robbins makes a scrambled play and cuts. And he catches Riddle on the wrong foot. And that scores 2-0 Scotland. Serving again. Connor Robbins has noticed that the near sideline has moved, and the technical officials and the second referee just quickly move in to make sure that they can put some sand on top of the tape to keep it from moving. He's happy, so is the first referee, and here we go. Jump serve. Oh, and into the wind and scores. It's another ace for Connor Robbins. He's played that perfectly with the wind. And he's caught McHardy out. And that makes it 3-0 for the Welsh here in the second set. He's on a good service run here, is Connor Robbins. McHardy makes that play. And across court scores. Cut shot. Trickles off the top of the net. Drops onto the sideline. Scotland have their first point here in the second set. +3 wind conditions making it very tricky for both teams to play, but they're showing some good skills in controlling the ball and making some excellent offensive plays. McHardy with a jump float. Down the line and drops in, and he aces the Welsh pairing to 3-2 Scotland. Still McHardy with the service. Line side spike. Here it comes. A line spike scores from Ewings, and Wales take a 4-2 lead here in the second set. Billy Ewings, who, as I was told, is on his way back from shoulder injury, has come back fairly strongly as part of Connor Robbins, but on that occasion he served the ball long, and Scotland go to the change of ends, 4-3, trailing 1 point. Graham Riddle will pick up the ball and serve into the wind here. The Welsh pair will get ready to receive this service. Ewings with the receive, Robbins with the set. Cross court spike off the top of McHardy's block, and the Welsh pair score. Clever spike using the top of Jamie McHardy's block to make it difficult for the returning team to catch that play. 5-3 Wales. Connor Robbins is going to go to the baseline again and serve. Takes a deep breath and sends the serve in. Riddle receives. McHardy. High spike, it's an overhand receive. Big hit. And he couldn't control that ball, Graham Riddle, as it bounces off his forearm and goes outside the lines. It was a good strong attack from the Welsh pairing. serve. 6-3 is the score. Riddle with the receive. Chance to spike, score. And the cross-court shot on a very, very acute angle. Connor Robbins gets it, but not able to keep it in play. Jamie McHardy facing his jumps. He's going to jump serve. He's going to go into the wind. He's dropped that one in. He's moved on to the net. Good receive by Riddle. Chance to score. Knuckles and scores. 5 points to 6. Scotland pushing their way back into this game. Second set here at Portobello Beach for this Commonwealth Games qualification tournament. Jamie McHardy with the ball in hand and is about to serve again for Scotland. Ball toss is there, it's a deep one. Robbins has to play that and he's scrambling. He makes a good cross-court shot. Riddle score. Oh, good defense by Robbins, plays that overhand shot. And McHardy finishes that rally with a clever cross-court cut shot. That draws Scotland level, 6 points each here in the second set. Scottish pairing doing well as the rally started to flow. And Jamie McHardy will serve again, once again for Scotland. It's a line serve, passed by Ewings. Score again, using the block of McHardy with a tough spike and scores. 7 points to 6, Wales lead. Scoring's going back and forward here between the two teams. They're trading points. We're hoping one of these teams will take a lead on the serve. Ewens serves that on the line side. It clips the top of the net and drops in front of Jamie McHardy. Wales will change ends at 8 points to 6. Billy Ewings on the service line for Wales. He's looking at signals from his partner about where to block, and he drops that one to Graham Riddle. Jamie McHardy with a shot, long shot deep. It's punched into the air by Billy Ewings as he goes for a swing. McHardy punches it, it's off the top of the net, good receive. Oh, and that shot just doesn't have enough to get across the net. Very good passage of play there. And the Welsh pair score. 9-6 is the score, second set. That was a fantastic rally. Billy Ewings again with the ball. Sends that one into the net. (9-7), second set, and Graham Riddle has the ball in hand. He's getting ready to serve this one. Drifts it towards Ewings. They've clearly set a pattern, and he's gone with a second touch. Good scramble, and it's spike, and that one has gone into the net. A great recovery play, and just unable to finish. Line judges attend to the lines that are blown about a little bit with the wind conditions, and Connor Robbins, number 2 for Wales, is back on the service line and waiting for his signal from the referee to serve, and there it is. Composes himself and puts his ball in the air. Top spin jump service received by Jamie McHardy. There's a fake out. Oh, clever play from Wales, and the cross-court spike scores. And that results in Graham Riddle calling for a timeout for Scotland. They're going to have to compose themselves as they go into this timeout. 11 points to 7, Scotland trailing the Welsh pairing here in the second set. Just 1 minute in the corner in the timeout to talk it over. Score is 11 points to 7 in favour of the Welsh pair, Robbins and Ewings, and McHardy and Riddle are in the corner after taking a timeout. So 1 minute for the timeouts here in beach volleyball, and the players come back onto the court ready to resume the action. It'll be the Welsh pair of Ewins and Roberts who will get this service game back underway. Hardy with the receive, Riddle with a push shot, and yeah, that shot, unable to get that one over the net from Jamie McHardy. Connor Robbins on a good run of service here. It is 12 points to 7. Wales lead here in the first match in the qualification tournament at Portobello Beach. Difficult conditions for both teams with the wind blowing significantly down the court. Good receive by Graham Riddle. Big chance for a spike. Cross court hands. Good defence. Big swing. McHardy receives, and it's a free ball onto Billy Ewings. Hand set. Line spike, and that scores from Wales. Fantastic rally. The Welsh pairing put that one onto the baseline, scoring the point. 13 points to 7, Wales lead here. Exciting volleyball action there. A couple of phases of defence, different types of shots scoring. Yep. If you watch here, good receive, hand set, and then the big spike scores. Connor Robbins back on the baseline with the serve. Ball toss, jump serve. On to second ball by Riddle. Dive by Connor Robbins. A chance to score off the top of the tape. Good defence. Riddle. Yes! Good point, Scotland. Fantastic effort from both players. We've got diving shots there from both Robbins and Riddle. And Riddle is the one that puts the point onto the sand for Scotland. 8 points to 13. 8 points to 13. Both players are going to sit down now for a timeout. As you're watching this play back, fantastic action here at Portobello Beach. Later today, when we get back onto our next matches, I'll be joined by Graham Easton, who's going to be doing some commentary and interviews with some of the people and players around the end. So I'm looking forward to being joined by Graham Easton from Whoosh Entertainment. He's going to be helping along with the commentary on these matches later on this evening. Here comes Scotland to serve. Number 1, Jamie McHardy on the service line as the technical officials attend to the lines. He's going to get ready for this service. The jump serve, and he's put that one into the net. Wales extend their lead to 14 points. It'll be Billy Ewings to pick up the ball and serve down the wind towards the Scottish pair. Line float serve onto Jamie McHardy. Roll shot goes across. Connor Robbins finds a way, and he's on the floor again. Fantastic action, and McHardy scores, and Scotland take that point. Second referee Sergio just indicating that there was a net touch by the Welsh player. Brings up the point for Scotland. 9-14. Graham Riddle with the jump serve. Good serve. Great serve. Straight down the middle and aces. Billy Ewings. Fantastic effort from Riddle as he goes back. Can he do it again? 10-14. Scotland fighting their way back in this second set. Second jump serve. Ewings is on it. It's in the net and scores! 2 in a row from Graham Riddle. And that brings up another opportunity for Riddle to score for Scotland. 11 points to 14. Here comes Riddle. Ball toss into the wind. He's gone float. Ewings receives pretty well. Oh, it's a fake out, and the overshot is in. Line over with precision. Scores for Wales. 15-11. Some fantastic decision making on display from both pairs here. Conor Robbins with the ball in hand. Float serve with the wind. Jamie Hardy dives. Riddle saves and scores! And he punches the air. That one meant a lot. Appreciating the effort by Jamie McHardy and the creation of the opportunity. Fantastic beach volleyball there. Jamie McHardy with a serve. 12-15. Floats it down on Billy Ewings. A high set. That's a high cross score, and it's gone wide. 13-15. Change of ends for Scotland. The crowd in the grandstand are starting to get a little bit more vocal. They're trying to put a little bit more support the way of McHardy and Riddle. Again, the technical officials having to weight down those sidelines with some sand to stop them from blowing around. But McHardy waits and he goes for his serve. Float serve on the line. On to Ewings, his hand set by Robbins. It's pushed. And Scotland win that one. First referee indication is that Billy Ewings has pushed the ball over onto the net, and he wasn't happy with that play and has called that in favour of Scotland. Of course, the captain, Conor Robbins, has to have a conversation there, but he won't get any joy from the first referee. McHardy to serve. 15-14. Scotland coming back. Hand set by Ewings. There's a roll, jump ball. Perfect precision from Conor Robbins as he puts that one right in the corner. 16-14 Welsh lead here in the second set at Portobello Beach. Still in the sunshine today, but the wind is very, very strong for both teams. That ball's gone out. Very good leave. The referee's assistant there, very, very fast and sharp with his flag. Good confident call. 15-16, Graham Riddle with a serve. Float down onto Ewings again. Robin fakes as if he's going to spike. McHardy breaks. And the shot selection's not great as the ball goes into the net. And that draws the match level, 16 points apiece. Graham Riddle again with the ball, about to serve. Cross court onto the line side on Ewings. He's in trouble. Good recovery by Robbins, but it's faked out. There's a first ball attack. Scotland score. Graham Riddle with some amazing improvisation and scores a point. And that, you can see clearly what that means to him. Here comes Riddle again with a serve. 17-16, Scotland have taken the lead. Dropped that one at Ewings, and the wind's caught that one significantly, and it's blown frantically. McHardy with the receive, chance to score. Yes! Big jump, knuckle push. Scotland lead 18-16. Let me tell you folks, the wind picked up significantly during that rally, and If you can just see in that, saw in that replay, the wind moved the ball significantly around. So Riddle again, float serve, line side onto Ewings. He's played a good receive. There's the cross court cut and it's came out. That point is for Scotland. It's 19-16 at change of ends. Scotland closing in on 21 points, hopefully looking to tie the match and take it to a deciding set. Graham Riddle on a fantastic service run at the moment. The change of end has come and he's got the ball in hand, and we're looking at the Welsh pair ready to receive this. Jump serve into the wind. Good ball. Billy Ewings plays it to the centre. Connor Robbins with a big serve. Big Hardy plays, it's got to go. There's a chance. It's got to go. It's deemed 4 touches. And Mike Hardy shakes his head as he realises it should have went over. 17-19. Wales looking to get back and try and win this match 2-0. Scotland, other ideas at 19. Riddle with a receive. Mike Hardy plays the set. Line over and scores despite the best ever of Connor Robbins. Outstretched, unable to retrieve that. It's 20 points to 17. This is set point for Scotland. Can they tie this match up? Take us to a deciding set. Mike Hardy is going to serve for the set. Big toss, balls up on Robbins, he's popped it high. Billy Ewings brings it back. It's a swing, here we go, it's a chance to win the set. McHardy forces it, it's off the block. Ewings spikes and scores. Good transition. Wow, fantastic effort from the Welsh pair as they save that set point. 20 points to 18. Scotland still with the driving seat here, but Billy Ewings has to serve this one. Can Scotland score 1 point and take the set? Float serve onto Riddle. Good receive. McHardy with a shot, he's scrabbling. Jumbo over. Ball's put onto the net. McHardy. Jamie McHardy scores and levels the match. 21-18. Fantastic piece of action. They go to the end lines and they're going to go the chair. Here comes the replay. The float serve. Riddle pushes it there. McHardy pops it on the net. It's pushed over. Robbins puts it on the net. McHardy wins the overpass and scores. Fantastic. The game is now level, 1 set apiece, and we're going to go to the coin toss. The coin toss is gone, and Graham Riddle and Connor Robbins went there and done that. Referee Christian Lund. And it looks as though Scotland have won that toss, so we'll see if they've opted to serve or receive. But this match is poised 1 set apiece. We are hoping that Riddle and McHardy and Robbins and Ewings can put on a fantastic display of volleyball in this deciding set. The referees are out working with the technical officials to make sure that the lines are clear and weighted down, and the players are instructed by second referee Sergio from Cyprus to come back onto the court and prepare for this final set of beach volleyball here from Portobello Beach in Edinburgh. To Riddle, and he's watched that one go long. Punch in the air as that serve goes out over his shoulder. First point on the scoreboard for Scotland. The incoming technical official comes in to the centre point. Make sure that those lines don't flop onto. Takes his position, and Riddle composes himself ready for this serve. And here we go. Jump serve. It's an ace! 2-0 Scotland. Fantastic serve. That brought a little bit of energy from the crowd in the grandstand as he goes again. Good swing. Robbins receives very well. Ewing with a nice set. McHardy on the top of the block and he scores. Very clever play from Connor Robbins. Just using that roll shot deception to score. 2-1. Scotland lead. Third set. Billy Ewings with the service. Goes float onto Jamie McHardy, who receives a chance to swing. Line over is the call, and Jamie McHardy executes perfectly. Great length and depth in that line over shot. 3-1 Scotland. Jamie will now go back to serve as the technical officials again keeping these lines in place. The ball tosses up and it's the line float onto Billy Ewings, who receives well again. Chance to swing. The block, and that one's gone out. Graham Riddle claiming that it might have clipped Billy's head as it's went out, but no luck on the call there as that one. And let's have a look at that on the replay. From my position it definitely didn't hit, but let's have a look. McHardy gets into position, the block is up. Ah, yeah. Daylight between the ball and player's head. So 3 points to 2 Scotland at the change. It changes earlier because it is the third set, so it's every 5 in the third set because we all play to 15. Robbins with the jump serve. Well received by McHardy. He's pushed towards the net, he jumps, swings. Oh, it's in the net. And the first referee signalled that it was 2 touches, so even though the ball went into the net, the ball is still live until it touched Jamie again, indicating that he touched the ball 2 times in a row, which you are not allowed to do in beach volleyball. 3 points each. Connor Robbins with the serve. Ball toss and the jump serve. Good receive by... Oh, that is class. The great receive from Jamie McHardy puts Graham Riddle into position, and he uses a second ball attack. Cross court cuts, scores for Scotland. 4 points to 3. Experienced in abundance as Graham Riddle has served now. Float serve, clips the top of the net onto Billy Ewing. What can he do? Into the net and scores. And it's 5-3 Scotland lead. Third set. Graham Riddle will serve once again for Scotland. Here we go. Ball toss with the float serve. Dropping on to Billy Ewings. Received. Connor Robbins with the set. He's gone line, and Graham's unable to control that cross court hit. 4-5 Wales, slightly behind here in this third set. And Connor Robbins wants to talk to referee Lund about something. There's a conversation going on. I couldn't quite see what that was all about, but they're having a quick discussion about it. Seems to be some confusion with the scoring, and there's a question about who is the server. So if I'm looking at the score table, the officials, the second officials here have got this under control, and they're quite happy now. Billy Ewings with the service for Wales. Drops that onto McHardy. Second ball by Riddle over the top, received hands by Connor Robbins. He's gone power, cross court scoring. Great point for the Welsh pairing, and it's change of sides at 5 points all. You're watching this replay. Second ball's over. Double hand receive high by Robbins, and he powers it home. That's a great play. Great play by the Welsh pairing. Billy Ewings goes to serve here with the wind towards Riddle. McHardy pushes it high. Riddle, oh, he's dropped that one off the top of Ewings' hat and scores for Scotland. Billy Ewings has opted to retreat there, and Graham Riddle's just hit that one right at him. 6-5 Scotland, and the scoring team are signalling that the correct person to serve is in actual fact Jamie McHardy. So the ball is passed over and McHardy goes to the service line. Here we go. Into the wind, ball toss, and that one's dropped wickedly in front of Billy Ewings, and he's passed it wonderfully. But he's hit that one and it's gone long. 7-5 Scotland, third set. Deciding set in this opening match. Jamie McHardy composes himself, sends the serve line side. It's on. Ewings, he's popped it high. This is going to be a difficult shot. Riddle's down low. There's a chance to swing. He scores! Cross court! Fantastic spike. 8-5 for Scotland. Third set. Jamie McHardy with the service here. If you're watching this one back, it was difficult. Here comes McHardy. Float serve. Onto Ewings. He's received it. Robbins with the handset. He's gone for the spike. Oh, and McHardy's block comes down on the Scottish side. Unlucky. But a great piece of play from the Welsh number 1. 8-6 with Connor Robbins on the service line. The float serve comes. It's deep to Riddle, and Riddle watches that one go long. 9-6 Scotland, and it's a change of side. Plenty of encouragement from the crowd. I can actually see Graham Riddle's neighbours, who I was talking to yesterday on the promenade. They're in the grandstand shouting a lot of support. So here comes Riddle with the service. Scotland leading 9-6. 9-6 to Scotland. Cross court block. McHardy's made it, and it's come off and landed on the Scottish side. 9-7 in favour of Scotland, third set. The Welsh pair fighting for this. Billy Ewings with the service. And he served it long, he served it into the net. My correction, he served it into the net, and Jamie McHardy serves it 10 points to 7. Remember, we only play to the 15 mark in this third and deciding set. Here comes Jamie McHardy. Float serve. Down on Billy Ewings again. That seems to be the target. Cross court spike from Ewings has gone out. There's no touch, and that's a Scottish point. 11 points to 7. Scotland closing in on this winning margin. Plenty of support from the grandstand spectators here at Portobello Beach. Jamie McHardy composes himself. Plays the ball cross court to Billy Ewings again, who's shifted his starting position. And the roll shot from Ewings is nowhere near, and Scotland go another point to the good. 12-7. I think we're beginning to see Scotland's dominance in this set. They've definitely found their groove, and McHardy will once again serve onto the Welsh pairing. It's a cross-court serve on Ewings. Onto McHardy. Oh, Graham Riddle slides in to make that defensive play, but it's got too much on it. And the Welsh pair score. And they change sides at 12 points to 8. Connor Robbins goes to the baseline. What's he got to try and trouble this Scottish pair, who are in a dominating lead? Float serve on to Graham Riddle, who goes up on the left hand, rolls it towards Robbins. He's going to cut back to McHardy. Second chance to score. Over and wins the point for Scotland on 2. Magnificent creative play from Graham Riddle, showing an amazing amount of awareness on where the position of the Welsh pair were, splitting the defence and scoring 13 points to 8. Graham Riddle to serve now. Puts ball up for his jump serve. Swings high. Oh, and it's dropped in. It's an ace. What a play by Riddle. The ball dips in the wind and lands inside the baseline for the jump serve ace for Graham Riddle, and that brings up match point. 14-8. A big serve. Oh, and that one's gone. That one's gone in the net. And here we go. On match point, Billy Ewings has to serve for the Welsh pair. One side out for Scotland, and they will win this match. 14-9. Graham Riddle to spike, and he's hit the net. It's now 14-10. So the Welsh pair save one match point. 14-10. Billy Ewings with the serve. 1 point is all Scotland need to clinch the match. The float serve goes on Riddle. It's well received. Hand set by McHardy. Line over. Robbins pushes. That one's come back to McHardy. Second ball. Cut shot. Robbins receives. And line over. Scores for Wales. Fabulous play. Fighting spirit there from the Welsh pair as they go to the change of ends. 11 points to 14. And they save yet another match point. 14-11. Scotland need one. Billy Ewings on the service line for Wales. What can they do? Can they keep themselves in this match? Line on to Graham Riddle, who receives well. Line over called. And that ball has gone line over and out. Strong out call from Connor Robbins. And another match point saved by Wales. Billy Ewings, incredible service run here. Still 14-12 Scotland. 1 point is all we need to get across the line. It's a high ball. Billy Ewings, big block by McHardy. It's got to come over. It's another one. It's a chance. McHardy scores! McHardy scores and Scotland win. Fabulous end point for Jamie McHardy. Scotland take the match 2-1, 15-12. Fantastic way to close out that set. What an amazing effort from Wales, putting the pressure on at the end of that match, and both sets of players take the plaudits of the Portobello crowd. Fantastic volleyball here live at Portobello Beach on BBC Sport Red Button, and our friends at QTV with that coverage of that first match. Amazing volleyball. I hope you enjoyed that match. Coming up next, it looks like it's the Cypriot team versus the boys from Gibraltar. So our next pool match for the men, which will be up on the live centre court coming shortly. Confirmation there of that scoreline, 2-1 to Scotland. And that's a great result for Scotland taking that opening match. The Welsh boys making it very, very difficult. Yep. Okay, so from me, Andy Fleming, it's a goodbye from Portobello Beach, and I'll be back for the next match at 2:50. Alright, I'm coming off.
Commonwealth Games Qualifiers. Glad you could join us here this afternoon in the beautiful surroundings of Portobello Beach as always. This is game number 2, a very exciting first match in the men's qualifier between Scotland and Wales. Scotland winning by 2-6-1. Very exciting game. Hopefully that's a standard for all the games this weekend. Very exciting for all the players to be here. A chance to be part of Birmingham 2022. So the way it works is the winners of the men's and the women's competition will automatically qualify for Birmingham 2022. Next match is the men's competition, Gibraltar against Cyprus. We'll introduce the guys formally onto the sand in a few moments' time. And then after that, the women's competition starts off with Scotland against Wales. And the second match and the final match on day 1 is the women's match between Cyprus and Northern Ireland.
Thank you. So wait, you are so... Sean, so just like yeah. And the captains are T and easy. So it's changing on Gibraltar.
So just about ready for the second match on day 1 of Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games Qualifiers. We've got Cyprus, Gibraltar, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales all weekend long in both the men's and the women's qualifiers. And we'll go to the finals day on Sunday to find out who will officially qualify for Birmingham 2022.
Have a good one.
So match officials are getting into place. We're live across the BBC Sport website and also on Facebook, so make sure you're making a lot of noise here and let everybody know we're having a great time here on Portobello Beach. Let's first of all introduce our umpires. Our first referee is Davide Prati. He's got the best view in the house. He can see what to fight. And our second referee is Jamie Selvin. So let's introduce the guys that provide the entertainment, the first chance to show us what they've got on the road to Birmingham 2022. It's Gibraltar against Cyprus. Let's first of all welcome Gibraltar. Winning number 1 is Martin Gomez. And number 2 is Mark Gomez. And the opponents are Cyprus. Winning number 1 is Antonius Leotatis. And number 2 is Charalompos Zorbis. So Gibraltar versus Cyprus, it's best of 3 sets. If you're new to beach volleyball, the first 2 sets are first to 21 or a clear winner by 2. And if we need to go to a third set, it's first to 15 or a clear winner by 2 points. So thank you for joining us here. Big moment for all the players. Let's make it special for them. Let's get right involved and enjoy the match. It's Gibraltar against Cyprus. Gibraltar to serve first. I said Mark Gomez to serve.
Gomez, number 2. First referee David Parati gets us underway, and the serve goes into the net. Thank you for joining us here on the live stream. And number 2 for Cyprus will serve. Zorbis with the ball, floats it. Ball's off the top of the tape. Gibraltar make the cross court onto Leotatis, who swings. Good rally from off the hands of the block. There's a shot, another one off the shot, and scores! I believe the score is 1-1. Gomez to serve. 1-1. Blocks in position, he breaks. Line over and scores from the number 2 for Cyprus. It's 2-1. Leotatis with the service. Handset just holds up on the wind, and that one's over the top of Gomez's head, number 2, and he's played it and it's gone onto the sand. Mark Gomez unable to receive that one. That makes the score 3-1 Cyprus. Again, Leotatis looks to serve, floats it into Mark Gomez, and it's ricocheted off his pass, and that one's gone onto the sand. It's 4-1. As Davide Parati indicates the service to come in. Good receive from Mark Gomez, line over. Zorbis with the play, down the middle, and scores. Cyprus lead 5 points to 1, opening set of their second men's match of the pool play in the Commonwealth Games qualifier here at Portobello Beach. Leotatis with the serve, and that one's drifted out. A nice early call from Martin Gomez, and they go to the change of sides. It's 5 points
so
to
the
2.
turnaround is 5-2 to Cyprus.
And the ball that is being put back into play just bumps into the referee's stand, and he's making sure that the people who are retrieving the balls know what they're doing. Mark Gomez waits with the serve. Into the wind, floats it on to Zorbis. Good receive, looks and shot, cross court receive, Gomez pokes it, good dive, Leotatis, and scores! Fantastic rally. Lots of improvisation in that sequence of play. Cyprus take that point, 6 points to 2. Zorbis with the serve. Short onto Mark Gomez. Martin with a set. Off the top of the block, it's received. And the fake out deceives Martin Gomez as it drops onto the Gibraltar side. 7 points to 2. Good strong start from Cyprus. Flat down the line. Oh, and that one's gone off Martin Gomez's arms and onto the sand. 8 points to 2. First set action here at Portobello Beach. Delighted to say that I've been joined by Graham Eastling from Whoosh Entertainment, who's doing some commentary on the promenade as we get back to this action. A crafty over the net volley pass from Leo Tatis scores. In beach volleyball, you cannot just play the ball over in any way. You have to make sure that you stay in the line in which you're facing when you play it over. Perfectly legal shot. And number 2 Zorbas has played that serve into the line, into the net. It's now 3 points to 9. Martin Gomez with the serve for Gibraltar. High toss into the wind, rolls it. Good reception by Leotatis. He goes up, and a very craftily disguised line over shot scores for Cyprus. 10-3, a very early quick lead they've established, the Cypriot pair. Serve onto Mark Gomez, he's handled that pretty well. Oh, and he's came right through the net. That's good sportsmanship
so
there. Both players making sure that each other's okay.
3 first set, if you have just joined us. Cyprus in yellow against Gibraltar in the red.
11-3 Cypriot lead. Leotatis with the service. Floats it down onto Martin Gomez. Brother Mark puts it on. It's a cut shot. Dives, he picks it up. Another line shot. Good receive. It's going to be a big play. It is. Clever. And he scores. Fabulous rally. Great defensive hustle on display from both teams. And the score is 12-3 Cyprus. Antonio Leotatis serves it again onto Mark Gomez. Using the block to recycle. And it's a chance to score. Oh, it's very clever play there from Leotatis as he just digs that one back across the net into a tight angle on the line side. 13-3 the Cypriot lead. The pair from Gibraltar look ready, and the ball is, once again, it's hit the referee's stand as they try to get it down to the service end. 13-3, service is underway. It's held up in the wind. Gomez is doing really well to control the ball. And that one's over on 2, and Zorbas scores. Charalampus Zorbas scores that. And there is a timeout taken. Second referee Jamie Salvin indicating that there is a second timeout coming. So the players will go back to their respective corners, and it is a timeout.
3-14.
So 14-3 the lead for Cyprus at the moment. If you have just joined us, welcome along. Thank you for supporting us here at the Qualifiers here in Portobello for the Commonwealth Games 2022 hosted in Birmingham.
And we're looking for
big thank you to our various partners.
The technical team are looking for some raking to go on.
Edinburgh Council, Birmingham 2022, QTV and BBC working in partnership to let everybody watch this tournament at home.
Technical
Thank
officials
you to
getting on their
Red
duties.
Volleyball Photos, taking all the best photos you could ever want here on the sands. Thank you to Whoosh and also the UK Beach Tour, and kit supplier is Xeon Teamwear.
As we wait for the technical, this timeout to come to an end.
And a big thank you to all our
14-13
volunteers who are working off hard
Cypriot
all the
lead.
on rake in the sands.
The wind is still
Sometimes
causing
people cheer
both
at that point. We'll
teams
cheer tomorrow on
significant
Sunday.
difficulties.
We'll get some special music by Sunday, don't worry about that.
come back out to get the action in this first
So
set
14-3,
underway.
the score at the moment in the first set for Cyprus, serving against Gibraltar in the red.
Leo Tatis with the ball in hand on the baseline, and we're off. Received by Mark Gomez. That's over, and that ball has drifted out on the line side, and Cyprus score 15-3. Tatis will begin again with the serve. Into the wind, trickles on the top of the net and drops for an ace. He raises his hand to acknowledge that that was a lucky play, but it's a lucky play that scores for Cyprus, and it's 16-3, and he goes again. And it's another ace back to back as Gomez runs forward to play that. It comes off his arm and scores for Cyprus, 17-3. Serve on Gomez. Good receive, a chance to spike, and that one's off the block and scores for Cyprus. Second referee Jamie Salvin indicates that Martin Gomez, number 1, has touched the net, and we go to a timeout.
Teams take their timeouts at 21 points. It's 18-3 in favour of Cyprus for set.
21 points is the goal that we're looking for
Here
here, and
volunteers on the
Cyprus
stand.
are
Look at them
18
go.
points to
They're
3.
the fastest thing you've seen in Portobello Beach. Look at that. You can go faster.
Yeah, in the remarks.
they can
I'm not.
go.
On his
Oh,
side.
yeah,
Crowd are enjoying as Graham Easton here gets the
Thank
crowd
you guys,
involved,
fantastic work.
geeing up our speed rakers who are keeping the lines clear.
Next match after this one is the first match in the women's competition. It's Scotland against Wales, and after that it is Cyprus against Northern Ireland. We're back again tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Yep, 9 in the morning. And it's Scotland Scotland against Gibraltar, sorry, in the men's
So
competition.
both teams are coming back
And we're
out
waiting
here.
until,
18
4:30
points to
on
3,
Saturday.
closing in
Scotland
on the
finish things
first
off
set
against Northern Ireland in
is
men's
the
competition.
separate pairing.
So it's Cyprus with the lead, 18-3 for
Leo
set.
Tatis will serve to get this match back underway. With the wind eyes back, line serve, handled by Martin Gomez. Mark with the roll shot, that's a dive. There's another play, another roll shot, it's another dive and another receive. And excellent, this is third phase of play. Gomez down the middle, and the first ball attack over from Zorbas, catches the
Great
Gomez's
rally,
out. But fantastic phase. 3 phases of attack before Gomez scores. There goes Mark Gomez. Very clever play. He separates her quick. That one's gone. That one's gone out, called by our officials. Leo Tatis
So
might
set
have
points
said that
Cyprus
was in,
for
but
sets.
3:20 set point. Leo Tatis with the serve. Drops it onto Mark Gomez. Martin with his set. Cut shot off the top of the net. Chance to win the opening set from Zorbas. He plays a shot and it's on the line. And
That's
Cyprus
1
take the
in the
opening
first
set,
Cyprus take it by
21 points to
3.
3. Fantastic little cut shot, drops it onto the tape and scores. Bad.
They're going to stay in this thing, and they're going to keep the same service order.
Right, I don't know if we've got power. The Yeah, so we've just watched some replays there on the first set, and both teams are coming back out. The Cypriot players are about to serve here in the second set. It'll be Zorbas with the ball in hand, serving down with the wind at his back towards the Gomez of Gibraltar. Here comes the serve down the middle. Mark Gomez, and it's an ace. A really tricky ball to receive with the wind coming at him. 1-0 Cyprus. Second set. Good receive by Gomez, has a chance to swing. Cut shot, drops it short on Leotatis. Hands up, roll shot, line, and scores. Good shot there. Very well executed by Antonios Leotatis. Float serve by Mark Gomez, received the roll shot over the top. It's in! Nice precision from Mark Gomez. The scrambling defence from Cyprus not able to get there in time, and they are on the board. 2-1. Mark Gomez will serve upwind on the Portobello beach. It's a float serve. It drops wickedly in front of Zorbas. He's passed superbly, and cut shot is in. Leotatis, number 1 for Cyprus. Float serve onto Mark Gomez. Martin puts it towards the net, off the top of the band. Zorbas looks and cuts it down the middle and scores. Splits the defensive pair and makes the score 4 points to 1 for Cyprus. Float serve, line side. Mark Gomez handles. Roll over the top again. The Cypriot dives and scores. He's quick. Gets across. And that ball has gone out. Fantastic piece of defensive play, but he's unable to convert the resulting spike, and Cyprus give the point to Gibraltar. 2-4. Martin Gomez serves down the line. Antonios jumps and spikes. It's off the top of the tape. Good defence. The dive. Oh, unlucky from the Gibraltars. Change of sides come. It is.
So the change over is Cyprus over by 5 points to 2.
5-2 for Cyprus, who will serve up into the wind. Zorbas with the jump serve. And it's an ace. There was a call for out, and his partner has touched it. A little bit of partner confusion there. 6-2 for Cyprus. And that's another ace. It's a big powerful jump serve which dips wickedly in that wind. Extremely difficult for the receiving players today on Portobello Beach. Again, picking on Mark Gomez, but he's done well, and unfortunately he's unable to play that ball over, especially with his partners in such close proximity. Cyprus extend their lead to 8 points to 2, and it'll be Zorbas again with this powerful jump serve in the wind. Drops wickedly onto Martin Gomez, and he can't pass it. And Cyprus go 9 points to 2 in the lead. It's a dominant jump serve from the Cypriot. And he continues his run again, this time opting to go down the line towards Mark Gomez. Unable to execute as the ball goes into the net and puts Mark Gomez onto the line for Gibraltar. Score is 9 points to 3 in favour of the Cypriots. That's a drop short ball. Leotatis makes that look easy, and he rolls over and scores. Number 2 Gomez diving to make that play. not able to make it though. And Cyprus extend their lead to 10 points to 3 here in the second match at Portobello Beach. The Leotatis float serve goes down between the two players, and that one is
So the changeover is 11-3 to Cyprus,
passed
second
out.
set.
And it's a 11 points to 3 margin for Cyprus.
Leotatis to serve this time for Cyprus.
Leotatis with the ball in hand on the baseline. He serves with that wind behind him. Gomez with the shot, he looks over and scores. It's a very cute roll shot over and onto the line. Martin Gomez goes to serve on the baseline. 4 points to 11 for Cyprus. Serve onto Leotatis. No whistle. And Davide Parati calls a let, as there was no whistle there, and Gomez started the game just a little eager to get his game underway. And here we go, this time. And his serve goes into the net. 12 points to 4. Cyprus to serve with Zorbas number 2. Here we go. Jump serve, top spin, onto the net tape, and it doesn't go over. Cyprus not able to get that serve in, and 5 points to Gibraltar now as they look to try and find a way back into this set. Number 2, Gomez to serve. Here it comes. Float down the middle onto Zorbas. That's a difficult receive, and he's not able to get that to his partner. 6 points to 12. Mark Gomez look at the target, the number 2 of Cyprus, and that one's onto Leotatis, who jumps and plays a roll shot, which scores. 13 points to 6. Antonio Leotatis was ready to play this one for Cyprus. Floats it down the middle onto Mark Gomez, number 2. Jumps and cuts and scores. Leotatis looks at that and thinks, wow, I maybe should have got it. 7-13. Martin Gomez for Gibraltar to serve next. This top spin serve into the wind, received by Zorbas, who rolls it over. Defense is made, can he make it? No, unlucky. The second touch just going over the bed, and he's unable to bring that one back into play. Score is 14 points to 7. The Cypriots
Well, this game's
lead
best of 3 sets as the teams strive to be
in this
the
best of 3
qualifier
set match.
to get to Birmingham 2022. Next match is
Hope you're enjoying the coverage here from Portobello Beach. Our next match on the feature court will be that of the women's pool, which will see Scotland get their campaign underway against Wales in the first of the women's matches, which is coming right up after this match here, live on
from 9 o'clock in the morning
BBC
and
Red
similarly
Button
on
with our
Sunday,
partners
which
at
is
QTV.
finals day, as the teams strive, as I say, to be the qualifier in both men's and women's competitions for Birmingham 2022.
The prize at stake for the teams this weekend in this competition is a place at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, 2022. So it'll be Cyprus to get back in this serve.
Serve next for Cyprus.
It's 14-7 here at Portobello Beach, Cyprus leading, and it's a jump serve from Zorbas. Down to the middle, Gomez receives. Line over, diving recovery from Zorbas. Cut on the net, Leotatis scores for Cyprus. This is the second set, and Cyprus lead 15 points to 7. The set there from Gibraltar drifting too close to the net, resulting in a net touch, which gives Cyprus the ball to serve at 15-7. Big jump serve into the wind, and an ace scores from Zorbas. 16 points to 7, second set. As the wind gets back up here at Portobello, he goes again. Rolls it, this time it drops it short in front of Gibraltar. Diving to try and recover that one, and he ace scores. 17 points to 7. And it's a second ace. And Gibraltar call timeout. They need to break some rhythm here from the Cypriot pair, who are dominating this play in the second set.
Team's taking a timeout. Cyprus with an 18-7 lead in the second set. It's time to welcome them back. They're back for some more raking. Let's go weather crazy for our sand rakers.
We're at it. Second set here. Cyprus have the lead.
They can make pretty patterns.
Some replays here and this timeout, and we watch that shot from Gibraltar as it lands inside the sideline on the Cypriot side, and then here we have that cut shot. Again, some diving hustle, and that recovery shot just goes beyond his brother. Teams come back on. Cypriot, this one is too close to the net, and the net faults. So Mark Gomez come to the court, and it's Zorbas back to serve for Cyprus.
So 18-7 the lead at the moment.
18-7 is the lead.
Zorbas to serve.
Referee says go. Big jump serve down the middle. It's another ace. It's too strong for Mark Gomez. 19-7 as Cyprus close in on this match. Mark Gomez, high receive. Mark Gomez plays it into the middle. It's rolled over the top and scores. Oh, second referee Jamie Salvins noticed that there was a net touch, and in fact it is now Cyprus's point. It is set and match point for Cyprus.
Zorbas to serve, set and match point.
Set and match point. Zorbas with a jump serve, and it's in. It is 8 points to 20 in favour of Cyprus in the second set. Cyprus lead 1-0. It'll be Mark Gomez to serve.
On Gibraltar serve.
This will be Mark Gomez to serve for Gibraltar. Cyprus need 1 point to close out this match. Received by Zorbas, puts Leotatis under pressure. He spikes it though. It's off the shoulder of Mark Gomez, and that's it. Cyprus take the set and the match, 2-0 in a dominating performance. Gibraltar fighting valiantly in some difficult conditions here at Portobello Beach.
That's their first appearance on the sand here in Portobello. Thank you to our match officials and
officials. Are fantastic efforts for both teams. Cyprus get their campaign underway with a win.
Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games.
Our next match is coming up here on the live stream. It's the first engagement by the Scottish women, who are looking to get their campaign underway with a win. They will be hoping that they can do that against the Welsh pairing in the feature match, which is coming up right next.
Yeah, if we can. Let's wait for the tweezer. Is longer than the score. Sempre. Oh, now you work. You got back to work. Yeah. Raggiungo la ciliegina, ma gli occhi azzurri. Adesso sì. E se pensi che mi porta a Nigel is here, please. Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping one of the people who was off would tell us what line. When you are ready, give me a sign. Okay, I'm line 13. Who's your mic? Thank you very much. Who is the scorer for the next match? Are you ready? Are you ready for the toss? Yes? Are you ready for the toss? Good. I knew there was something I was trying to tell you before. Sergio! To make sure that the line is not up in the air. If the time is flat and then you build on top of it, but if there is a style already, and then you put the line up top and then put yours down, so the line will be this much in the air.
Welcome back here to Portobello Beach, live on the BBC Red Button with the Commonwealth Games qualification tournament from Portobello Beach in Edinburgh, Scotland. We're here with the first match of the ladies tournament, which will feature Scotland versus Wales. We're currently getting ready for this match. The ladies are on court going through the final stages of their warm-up. They're going to battle this one out for the first pool match in just a few minutes. Referee is in charge of this one is Sergio of Cyprus, and he is going to be second referee from Norway, Christian Lund. They're currently doing the coin toss with the captains, and we've got a great shot of that right there for you here from Portobello Beach. If you're just joining us here on the Red Button, the conditions are favourable for beach volleyball. It is a tad windy, but it's windy for both teams, and through the men's matches we've seen the athletes are more than capable of dealing with those conditions. So the players just again going through the final stages of their warm-up as they get ready to get this first match underway in the women's pool. It's great to have beach volleyball here in Edinburgh. We're supported by so many partners, Edinburgh City Council, who allow us to put on these full-scale events, and we've got various partners who are there, Team Scotland and Birmingham 2022 helping with the process here at Portobello. Some interesting stuff right now. The Scottish pair is number 1 Lynn Beattie and her partner number 2 male Coots for Team Scotland. Lynn Beattie, of course, was the London 2012 indoor Olympic captain, who has transitioned fully onto beach volleyball and is now very much a beach athlete. Our partner Mel Coots, again, fully fledged beach volleyball player here in Scotland. So can they get their campaign up and running with a win? In front of them is the pair from Wales, which is Claire Skidmore and Eliza Iranescu. They've had another good season on the beach, and they were last in Scotland, although not at Portobello, at Liberton for the Small Countries event that we held earlier in the year, and they gave a really good account of themselves. So this is promising and build up to be an absolutely cracking match. The Welsh pair, this time they're up with their coach and Clayton Lucas, who is also a very respected and renowned volleyball commentator, and he came over and he had a few positive words for me today. So a big thanks to Clayton for giving me a bit of time while he prepares his team for this first match. So with the teams they get themselves ready, I can see the referee teams and the technical officials getting set. Just a few last minute instructions just to make sure that all the refs are on point and we get ready to go with the match. Plenty of people in the grandstand here at Portobello, lots of people coming along to have fun and enjoy some beach volleyball. So if you are available and you're in the neighbourhood, we'd love to have you down at the beach to see some international beach volleyball. We're working with our partners here from Whoosh Entertainment. Graham Easton's here doing some live commentary, stirring up the crowd on the promenade, and some music just to keep the people entertained. So if you do come down, we can promise you it's a good time, that's for sure. The Scottish pair of Coots and Beattie will be looking to get their campaign underway with a win to emulate that of the male pair of Graham and Riddle, who, if you haven't watched earlier, they won their opening match in a 2-1 victory over the Welsh boys. So can they get their campaign off to a winning start? We hope so, and we'll know in just a few minutes time when this game gets underway here live at Portobello Beach on the BBC Red Button. And the referee is going to take a warm-up phase. So we get
a very good afternoon.
into
Welcome
position.
to Portobello
Sergio takes his position on the referee stand as first referee.
2022 Commonwealth Games Qualifiers.
The experience separate here in
First of all, welcome our umpires. Our
Scotland
first
to take charge of this match.
Sergio. And our second referee is Christian Lund.
Christian Lund just takes his cap off and acknowledging the crowd as he's announced as the second referee.
Let's first of all welcome Scotland.
Here
wearing number
comes the
1 is Lynn
Scottish
Beattie.
Number 1, Lynn
And
Beattie,
number 2
comes to
is
the court.
Coots.
And her partner, number 2,
Their
Mel
opponents
Coots.
are Wales. Wearing number 1 is Elisa Ionescu. And number 2 is Claire Skidmore.
And out comes the court, number 1, Elisa Ionescu.
So first match on the stand for
number
these
2,
teams as they aim to be the automatic
Claire
qualifier
Skidmore. So,
for Birmingham 2022.
Wales versus Scotland here in this opening match of the women's pool Commonwealth Games qualification tournament for Birmingham 2022. Referee blows the whistle and they come to the centre of the net. COVID friendly handshakes, and off we go. Wales have won the toss and they will serve.
So it's Wales to serve first as Elisa Ionescu with the honour. So Scotland v Wales, thank you for joining us here on the sands. Enjoy the match, everybody.
Here we go. Ian Askew on the service line. Number 1, Wales. Here comes the first ball. On to Coots. Pass central from BT. Roll shot over. Ian Askew's on the floor, diving. And it's a free ball. BT. First time over and scores.
First point of the match goes Scotland's way.
Scotland take the lead, 1-0. First ball attack, down the line side, over the top. The Welsh
BT
player
to serve for
scores.
Scotland.
And BT will go to the service line. It'll be a flow serve from BT. Got a score, and that drops into the net, 1 each. Claire Skidmore will serve from Wales, the number 2. Skidmore with the ball. Jump float, central, and that's gone long, and BT Coots watch that go out. And Mel Coots will get her serve here. Coots will serve and then she'll follow this into the net to take up her blocking role. 2-1 Scotland. Into the middle. The rescue passes, jumps and swings. BT reads it. Defence and swings. And Skidmore can't control that one. And Scotland take that point. An excellent piece of play. Great defensive play from BT. 3-1 is the score, and Coots goes back to the service line. Focus on the serve. Very clever play. Very clever player from Skidmore. As she cuts across the court, she pokes the ball back, different direction, and catches out the Scottish pair. And Eskew with the serve. On to BT. Good pass receive. Lynn Beattie scores with that spike. It's 4-2 Scotland. And a nice passage of play. Lynn Beattie on the service line. Tough serve. And aces Ian Askew. As it's now 5 points to 2 and Scotland take the change of ends.
5-2. Best of 3 sets.
Here we go, Lynn Beattie onto the wind side at Portobello Beach as she looks down the court. Drops that one on to Skidmore, and it's an ace. Skidmore's not able to control that one, and Scotland extend their lead to 6 points to 2. First set here in the women's pool match, Commonwealth Games qualification tournament, Portobello Beach. Beattie again, cross court. And the wind catches out the Welsh pair as that one gets popped into the net. 7 points to 2. Beattie again with the serve. Will it be the same target? Yes, cross court. On to Skidmore. She goes up. Beattie Coots has volleyed that. In beach volleyball, you're not allowed to receive the ball in that way, and that's a fault. And Welsh pair score. 3 points to 7, they trail. Skidmore with the serve. It's into the wind and aces BT. This has been a difficult one for all the players today. Serving up into the wind, the ball doesn't carry and drops wickedly in front of them. Can she do it again? Jump float into the wind. BT handles this time. Up for the swing, roll shot. Skidmore dives. Comes back free. Oh, it's clipped the top of the net and gone in. Wales score 5 points to 7. Skidmore will serve again for Wales. BT Coots ready to receive. to Coots and goes high. He throws it onto the net. Free ball down the middle. And Eskew with a set. Skidmore to spike. It's off the net from Coots, and Wales score again. 6 points to 7. A very nice piece of offence, forcing the ball onto the defensive player, and who are unable to return that one. Again, Skidmore with the serve for Wales. And that one drifts into the net. 8 points to 7 at the change of ends. Scotland in the lead. Both teams finding their way in this opening set.
7-point turnaround. Scotland lead
Getting
by
their
8 to 6.
their rhythm started. Getting used to the conditions here. The sun has come out, which is nice.
Mel
again.
Coots to serve this time.
Mel Coots will serve this one. It's on to Ionescu. Plays, she's off the net. It's going to be dug high into the air. Coots to attack. She goes cross court and scores. And Lynn Beattie liked that one as she cheers on her partner. Good passage of play from the Scottish pair. Nice ball control and an effective kill. 9-6. Coots serves again. And her serve drops into the net. 7-9. Ionescu to serve for Wales. There we go. This deep squat, jump, float. Coots handles and now attacks. She dives, it's over. Beattie, second ball, and scores down the middle. The Scottish pair over on 2, 10 points to 7. Scotland lead. As you watch this replay, the overhand defence from the Welsh, it comes back, dig pass, and Beattie smashes it down the middle. She jump serves here onto Ionescu. Skidmore plays it high. There's no blocker. Defence is made by Beattie, and she plays it over high. Skidmore will reset, and here we go, an attack for the Welsh. Good cross court spike. Beattie handles. Cross court, scores! Ionescu can't control that one. It's a fantastic passage of play. Let Beattie scoring, cross court. The ball control there, and big powerful cross court spike scores. Scotland leading 11 points to 7 here in the first set. Commonwealth Games qualification tournament at Portobello Beach. Here comes Lynn Beattie again. The jump float drops line side onto Skidmore. Ionescu puts it high, it's off the net and into the net by the Welsh pair, and Scotland have another point. It's 12 points to 7, and it's still Lynn Beattie who's formed a bit of a service rhythm here, and she goes again. Jump float onto Ionescu who stretches. She jumps to hit. It's off the top of the net. Beattie controls. Quick set. Oh, and she's poked it onto the top of the net, and Wales get that point. 8-12, and Skidmore will go to the service line for Wales. Scotland reset in the passing unit, and here we go. Welsh service down the wind. Quick play off the top. Skidmore goes to Ionescu, who hits it off Beattie, and Coots tries to recover that one, but that's into the grandstand. And there's the timeout comes.
7-point turnaround, so we take a timeout.
It's 12 points to 9 in favour of Scotland.
Best of 3 sets.
First set, best of 3 sets here at Portobello in this competition.
For the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games qualifiers.
We're 1 minute into the timeout, and both players get to talk about their performance in this opening part of this set.
Tournament. Then we're back again bright and early tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I know you'll be here to watch that one.
Our tournament continues all weekend here at Portobello, live on the BBC Red Button, and in person at Portobello Beach. So if you are available, our first match tomorrow will be at 9 AM, and we will go all through the day with matches in the men's and women's pools.
Qualified for Birmingham
second
2022.
referee
That's the goal for all
Christian
teams
Lund
here
signals
in
the end of
Portugal.
that
Thank you for
timeout
taking
and
time
also
out your
indicates
Friday
the end
and hopefully
change
your
for the
Saturday and
players.
Sunday too
So
to join
both
us here
teams
and
come back
show your
out.
support for all the
ANSQ
schools
and Skidmore
in beach
versus
volleyball.
BT
And,
Coots
thank you
here
to City
at
Member
Portobello
Council
Beach.
And Team Scotland.
Score
and
is
Birmingham
currently 12
2022
points to
QTV,
9 in
BBC
favour
and
of
volleyball
Scotland.
photos. And the UK Beach Tour for helping put this event
Skidmore for Wales
together
will get this
weekend.
set back on action. Serving upwind
Wales to
here
serve.
on the beach. Here we go.
It's Claire Skidmore.
Skidmore. The float serve. On to Mel Coots who stretches. It's a good set. She spikes. Cross court, no block, and a score for Mel Coots. 13-9. Some comms going on between the Welsh pair about what their responsibilities are defensively as they face this next serve. Drops it deep onto the baseline from Mel Coots. She drops off, cross court spike, scores from Ionescu. Great play. 13-10 is the lead for Scotland. Lisa Ionescu to serve. Again, this deep squat jump float. Here it comes. And it's gone into the net. 14-10 for Scotland. Lynn Beattie to serve in this opening set of the women's match. What's she gonna do? With the wind into the line, and that's gone wide. Welsh take that point, 11-14. The Skidmore to serve now. Service drops out. BT watches that all the way. Service error from the Welsh pair. 15-11. Mel Coots to serve opening set. Looking like cross-court serve onto Skidmore. It is. Just played it close to the net, and that's gone over. Coots off the top of the block. This is going to have to come back. It's deep. Mel Coots takes it close to her partner. Oh, she's tripped over. Oh no! That one's gone under the net. It's not gone the way that she'd hoped. And here we have to reset. Welsh take advantage of that point. 12 points for the Welsh pair as Ionescu comes to serve again. This deep squat jump float. So for this time pins Coots. Up she goes. Defence is red, but Skidmore's not going to get there. And Scotland take that point. At the change of ends, it's 16 points to Scotland, 12 points to the Welsh pair.
Scotland leading by 16-12 in the first set.
A few replays here of the action in this set, which has been exciting here. Lynn Beattie, number 1 for Scotland, about to serve upwind. Focus. Drops onto Ionescu, who can't control it, and Scotland take that point on the ace serve. Lynn Beattie again looking probing. Can she score? Full serve. The wind's got it. It's come straight back. Coots with the set. Line over and scores from Lynn Beattie, who really enjoyed that one. Timeout taken by Wales. 1 minute to talk it over with each other in the corner. Scotland looking good at the moment. 18 points to 12 in the lead. Just on camera shot, you can see our Cypriot referee taking a drink of water, making sure he stays hydrated here during this tournament. It's great to see Scotland wearing the new kit from our new partners at Xeon Custom Made Teamwear. And we're delighted that the partnership was established this year between Xeon and Scottish Volleyball. Our athletes really loving the new kit that they're able to wear and wear with pride here at Portobello Beach. It's also great to see the technical officials wearing that kit as well today, so thank you very much to Xeon for their contribution to this tournament. Here we go, the teams are coming back out, and here comes Scotland again with Lynn Beattie, number 1, serving at 18 points to 12. Float serve into the wind. Skidmore receives, she looks to play it over, causing trouble for Beattie, but she watches that all the way to the sideline, and Scotland score 19 points to 12, closing in on that first set. Beattie again with the serve, focused. Great ace serve from Lynn Beattie, and she is delighted with that service.
From Lynn Beattie takes us to set point.
Set point here for Scotland in the first set. Can they close it out? Lynn's picked up, Beattie's focused. Full serve. Drops on to Skidmore, and it's a back-to-back aces as Scotland take the first set, 21-12. Fantastic opening set from a Scottish perspective, taking that opening set 21-12. What can the Welsh pair of Skidmore and Ionesco do in the second set to get back
Next
into this game?
This one is the women's match between Cyprus and Northern Ireland, the final match on day 1 of the Commonwealth Games qualifiers for Birmingham.
So day 1 of the 2022 Commonwealth Games qualification tournament here at Portobello.
Thank you to our
We have
again, doing a beautiful job there.
One more match to come in this evening's pool play,
extensive training on this,
which will be Cyprus versus Northern Ireland.
Big training modules.
And then tomorrow on Saturday we'll have a full day of match play in both the men's and women's competition. So plenty of beach volleyball for you this weekend live on the BBC. So second set getting underway, and second referee Christian Lund, Norway, gets both teams to come back out. It'll be Lynn Beattie on the baseline for Scotland, getting ready to serve.
So teams back on the sand for the second set. Scotland to serve and Lynn Beattie.
Lynn Beattie to serve for Scotland. Float serve onto Skidmore, who receives and spikes that, but it's not got the energy to get over the net. Scotland opening point 1-0. Second set action here at Portobello. Scotland take that first set, and Lynn Beattie getting ready to serve again. It's going to be a float serve onto that far line side. Skidmore has to dive and play it over on one. Beattie cross court. Oh, she cut that back to the line side, and that's caught everybody out. The rescue couldn't control it, and Scotland take a 2-point lead. Very clever cut shot. Beattie still with the serve. On to Skidmore, who puts it high in the net, high in the air, and rolls it over the top onto Coots. Reverse set, no one. Line over, and it's gone out. That'll be Ionescu to serve for Wales. 2-1, Scotland lead. Second set. Scotland jump float, and that one's gone wide of the sideline. A sharp signal there from the line judge, and Scotland will go back to the baseline to serve 3 points to 1 ahead, and it will be Mel Coots to get this one in play. Sharp impacted serve towards Skidmore again, clearly a tactic for them. She drops off, and Skidmore hits the top of the net, and Scotland score 4 points to 1. Here comes Mel Coots again. She focuses on this serve, cross court into the wind. It's dropped in an ace, splitting the defensive pair, and that call is enough for a timeout for the Welsh pair. ENSQ and Skidmore got in the corner and they have to talk it over. Make sure they're clear on their passing responsibilities.
It's Graham and Millie.
Scotland talking about how they're going to continue to put the pressure on the Welsh
cheer for
pair.
Graham and Millie.
And here we go.
It's so embarrassing.
1 set to 0 for Scotland and 5 points to 1 for Scotland in the second set. Currently on the raking duties is Graham Spowert and Millie Bain, doing a fabulous job as technical volunteers here at this competition. Graham, of course, formerly worked with Scottish Volleyball and is back here as a budding volunteer helping us with this weekend. Millie, who is also part of Scottish Volleyball as a volunteer on our special events commission. And she also had trials this morning for her university side, so fingers crossed for Millie as she gets off the court and gets us back to action. Mel Coots serve drops on to Claire Skidmore. She's going to have to cut that one back across. BT digs it and she goes for a swing. It's high over the top of Skidmore and scores for Scotland. 6 points to 1 at change of ends. And the wind's picked up there a wee bit as the wind catches some sand across the courts. The technical officials do their best to weight down those lines so they don't flop and flip around. It'll still be BT Coots to serve through Mel Coots into the wind. Line serve onto Skidmore, who pops it high. ENSQ returns and it's a free ball onto Coots. And Lynn Beattie takes it on a second attempt, plays it deep into the corner, and that's a point for Scotland. 7 points to 1. Still Mel Coots on the service. Scotland piling on the pressure. Service down the middle onto ENSQ, who receives well. She goes up with a spike, and that's Beattie who defends that. And she's got her work cut out. Roll shot onto ENSQ. And another attack. And it's on to Coots and they score. 2-7. Skidmore will serve again for Wales. Down court with the wind behind her. And it's a float onto Lynn Beattie, who reaches up. Oh, there's a net fault there. And ENSQ drops onto the net. That'll be a Scottish point. Both players are okay in that. Oh, it's a net fault and it's against Scotland. Skidmore serves on to Mel Coots, who plays a high ball over the top and scores. It's 8 points to 3 for Scotland. Rescue and Claire Skidmore get ready to receive this serve from Lynn Beattie. It's high in the air, it's close to the net. Poked over, well received by Beattie. She goes to swing, she lined over and scores for Scotland. 9-3 Scotland here in the second set. A very smart exchange of play. Puts Beattie back on the service line. Jump float down between the Welsh pair, and that's a great return. And the return's just gone out on the sideline. The scramble play from ENSQ and Skidmore, unfortunately it doesn't result in a point for them, and Scotland take a 10 points to 3 lead here in the second set. They're looking to get their campaign off with a win. Lynn Beattie at the service line hoping to do so. And that serve goes into the net. 4 points to 10, and there's a change of ends coming.
So the 7-point turnaround, Scotland lead by 10 to
Here we
4,
go.
second set.
It'll be Elise Inescu to serve. What's she got to change the favour of the Welsh team here? Here we go. Deep squat, jump float. On to Mel Coots. It's a high. Needs to put it on a net. There's a no shout from Lynn Beattie. And Mel Coots smashes it between the two defenders, scoring for Scotland. 11 points to 4. Second set here at Portobello Beach. Commonwealth Games qualification tournament is here all weekend, and it's Scotland here with the service through Mel Coots. On to Skidmore, pushed onto the net by Inescu. It's a roll shot and scores. She had a quick look through the net to see the retreating Scottish pair and just rolled it into that space in front of them. Clever play. Skidmore with the serve for Wales. On to Beats, who's in trouble, but she recovers. Big hit, and that one's gone out. Still smiling, despite making that ball go wide. She obviously knows that that's a chance that she can take in it later in the game. 6-11, again from Skidmore, and that one's dropped into the net this time. 12-6, Scotland lead. It'll be Beattie on the service line. She focuses on her serve. It'll be the cross court onto Skidmore. It is. She's received it well, and Inescu pushes her onto net. Blocked by Mel Coots. The fist in the air indicates that she's happy with that one. And 13 points to 6. That block keeps Beattie on the service line and keeps Scotland on the front foot with momentum. Service again onto Skidmore. Coots drops, and the spike is good. Pressure applied onto the drop-in defender by Wales. Pays off. 7-13. Inescu to serve for Wales. Jump squat. It's short. Good reception from Lynn Beattie. She goes line over and scores. The diving efforts of Inescu not able to prevent the point. And at the timeout, Scotland are ahead 14 points to 7 in the second set here.
They won the first set. And the next match after this one is the women's match between Cyprus and Northern Ireland.
So we're watching some replays of the early set action here at Portobello Beach, live on the BBC Red Button and on Scottish Volleyball live streaming channels. We're going to be here all weekend, so if you are available, or if you are continuing to watch, we hope you enjoy the volleyball action that this tournament provides. So as Scotland come out of this technical timeout, it is 14 points to 7 in favour of Scotland, who are leading 1-0.
So Scotland with that 14-7 lead. So Mel Coots to serve this time.
Get Veronica. Hi there, welcome back. We had a gust of wind, took my laptop off the table, but we're back here with you at Portobello Beach. Scotland are currently winning the second set 17 points to 7, and Wales trying to get themselves back into this match. Lynn Beattie receiving, puts Mel Coots under a bit of pressure. Ionescu receives onto Skidmore, who goes over in two. Beattie's ready for it, a chance to spike cross court and scores for Scotland. Great point, fabulous action there. That's an exciting piece of action here at Portobello Beach. Big cross court hit, pins the line, and Scotland score. Mel Coots with the serve. That's an ace! Perfectly placed down the middle. 19 points to 7, Scotland closing in on the second set. Coots again to serve. She'll serve and follow this into the net to block. Here we go. On to Skidmore. Good receive. Set in the middle, cross court. Off the top of Lynn Beattie, and there's no way back for that point. 8 points to 19. Scotland still in a commanding lead here in the second set. Here comes the ball on to Skidmore. The serve comes, and it's up, and Beattie pokes it cross court and scores, and that brings up match point for Scotland. It'll be change of ends as well, serving down the court with the wind.
20 points to 8 in Scotland's favour. They switch ends, it's set and match points for Scotland.
Lynn Beattie will take this one to the baseline, set and match point. Wind on to Skidmore. Ionescu with a set. Coots retreats, and the spike goes wide, and Scotland take the second set. 21 points to 8, getting their opening match underway with a win. Fabulous effort from both teams. But Scotland take that game 2 sets to 0, get their campaign off and running with a win.
Ireland in the women's competition.
Fabulous efforts from both teams, but amazing play from Lynn Beattie and Mel Coots.
So, going to have a quick chat with Mel and Lynn. Guys, must be very impressed with how that panned out. A good solid victory to start things off.
Yeah, really pleased. We played well, we had a game plan, and really tough conditions today, but pulled it up. Yeah, please.
So tell us about these conditions here. You guys know probably every grain of sand on here, so does that give you any advantage or not really?
I mean, it's certainly very familiar surroundings. This is where we train on a daily basis, so it's really nice to be playing in front of a home crowd. But the conditions are tricky, so you've just got to stay concentrated throughout the whole match, and I thought we did that today. So.
And you've got a clear goal in mind to qualify for Birmingham 2022. That's been a focus for quite a while, so you think you're on the right track here with that first victory?
Absolutely, yeah. We're going to start building throughout the tournament, but that's certainly got us down to a good start for the next match tomorrow.
And of course, looking to make it to your second Commonwealth Games after having been on the Gold Coast. Thoroughly enjoyable, but you want more of that in Birmingham, don't you?
Oh yeah, Gold Coast was just incredible, and we're keen to try and get back again. So and more of a home game, obviously. So first things first, we need to qualify the country.
Good stuff, a great first victory. Let's hear it for Lynn Beattie and Mel Coots. So next match is a match in the women's competition between Cyprus and Northern Ireland.
Okay, here we go. Okay, the final match here on this opening day of the qualification tournament for Birmingham Commonwealth Games is going to be the women's pool, Cyprus versus Northern Ireland. This game will be brought to you live shortly on the BBC Red Button. Okay, good. The technical officials are currently preparing the court as the ladies move into the warm-up phase here. And the ladies from Northern Ireland and Cyprus come on to get themselves ready.
Come out, it's me out.
Yes, I've done like 2, 3, 4.
No, go and rake the court. This is the job you have to do. They're doing such a good job. They should play this. Go.
Welcome back to Portobello Beach for this women's match in the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games qualification tournament. Referee James from Scotland is about to get the coin toss underway, and he's got the coin in the air and has called forth the two captains from Cyprus and Northern Ireland to take part in this coin toss. Here we go, Jamie's explaining the options for both of the players. All the officials for this match have a very continental bunch of referees with us this weekend. So it'll be Cyprus in the black with the yellow bikini top, and Northern Ireland with the grey tops and the black bikini top. So the Cypriot pair are Erika Maestrom and Zoya Konstantinopoulou. And for Northern Ireland it will be Rachel Montgomery and Becky Ranklin as they get ready to play this match. Final parts of their warm-up conducted with the service game, and the technical meetings going on with referees Davide and Jamie Salvin. Davide Parati and Jamie Salvin as first and second referees taking charge of this final pool match on the first day of this competition, live on the BBC from Portobello Beach. In terms of volleyball, it's a bit of a who's who down at the beach. We've got some former Olympians in Ben Pipes, the London 2012 Great Britain indoor captain. And we've got a partner in Jake Sheath, who is up from the UK Beach Tour to lend his expert hand at setting up this tournament. So it's great to see some of Britain's volleyball community coming together to help Scottish volleyball with this event here at Portobello Beach.
After the first game, I held my hand like here, and then all of a sudden I was...
Again, this tournament is brought to us with a partnership with Edinburgh City Council, who have been very, very supportive of the beach volleyball community here in Scotland. The site that we're playing on is a site that Edinburgh Council supported Edinburgh Beach Volleyball Club, and this is where they currently play their home games. Scottish Volleyball has transformed the site this weekend to enable us to host this qualification tournament, and we really look forward to seeing many, many more events here at Portobello Beach in conjunction with Scottish Volleyball. So first referee Jamie Salvin's just making sure that his technical officials are on the same page, and we get ready for this final pool match here
so
today.
Time for the final match on day one of the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games qualifiers. It's the 2022 between
Commonwealth Games qualification tournament. Here we go. Jamie Salvin makes his way over onto the referee stand.
Let's first of all welcome our
Davide Parati of Italy takes charge of the second referee
Jamie
duties.
Salvin. And second referee from Italy is Davide Prati.
A nice handwave from Davide there.
So let's first of all welcome our teams on to the stand. First of all, representing Cyprus, wearing number 1 is Erika Nystrom.
So representing
And number
Cyprus,
2
Erika
Zoya
Nystrom
Konstantopoulou.
and Zoya
And the
Konstantopoulou.
opponents on Northern Ireland, so wearing number 1 is Becky Rankin.
And
number 2, it's
1
Rachel
for
Montgomery.
Northern Ireland is Becky Rankin, and number
So
2
thank you for joining
Rachel
us here in Portobello in
Montgomery.
Edinburgh. It's the final match on day
Alright,
one.
final match on day one
Cyprus
of this
against
tournament.
Northern Ireland.
Service will be with Cyprus, and
Cyprus
it will
will
be
serve first.
Konstantopoulou to serve.
Konstantopoulou with the honour.
She'll get the game underway. Northern Ireland to receive. First set action, here we go. It's an ace. The left-handed Konstantopoulou serves it between the two players and scores. It's a high ball, it's free. Received by Cyprus. Big wind-ups. Second ball scores. Brilliant piece of action. Creativity flowing with that play. (2-0) Cyprus early lead. The float serve, and that one's caught out the Northern Irish pair down the middle, and it's a point for Cyprus. (3-0) is the lead. Konstantopoulou will serve again for Cyprus. Float serve. Oh, Niall a scramble. And that one's gone out on the post side. Right, Rankin unable to cross the net with that spike. 4-0. The sun has gone away here, and it's a wee bit dull, but oh, Cyprus, they're scrambling. And Northern Ireland are on the board. A little bit of confusion there, and Northern Irish pair take advantage of that. Becky Rankin will get this serve for them. Rachel Montgomery takes up the blocking duties, and that one's gone into the net. 5-1 Cyprus lead. First set action. Final pool match of day one of this qualification tournament. Float serve. On Montgomery, and that ball's gone behind Montgomery, and she's not able to recover. 6-1 Cyprus at change of ends. It's
So
a dominant first opening exchange.
6 points to 1 first set.
Nystrom will go back to the baseline for Cyprus as she looks up into the wind facing the Northern Irish pair.
Nystrom to serve.
It's a jump float into the wind. It's dipped in front of Montgomery, and it's an ace serve for the Cypriot pair. Here comes the serve. Nystrom again. Float serve deep and long, and that's gone too far. And Montgomery will come up to serve for Northern Ireland. Trailing 7 points to 2 here in the opening first set. Float serve onto Nystrom. Costavolo with a set. Line over and catches the tape. It's a point for Cyprus. 8 points to 2 first set. Left-hander onto Montgomery. Sees it's tight to the net, it's gone over. Here comes the lefty, spikes and scores! That looks like it's an established play from the pair. Being left-handed, it makes that action a lot easier to execute. Float serve onto Montgomery. Here's a chance to swing. It's hard driven. She reaches, pokes over and scores. 10 points to 2. And the wind again is just picked up on pace a little here at the beach, causing trouble for the passers, and again there we can see evidence of that. Cyprus stretching their lead, 11 points to 2. Montgomery with the overhand play, and she's unable to control it. And there we are, it's change of ends. Points to 2.
12 points to 2, the first set.
Jamie Salvin sees the funny side in that as the rakers come on too early, and there's a touch there off of that ace serve. 13 points. 13 points to 2. Cyprus with a dominating, commanding lead here in the opening set. Constantopoulos with the downward spike. There's a spike. Second ball. Yes. And Becky Raglan catches out Nystrom with that second ball. 3-13. Deep serve goes long from Raglan, and 14 points to 3. Cyprus in charge here in this first set. It'll be Nystrom to serve. Good reception from Montgomery. Ball slightly behind her, and that one's gone into the net. Erika Nystrom again, the number 1 for Cyprus. 15 points to 3. Cyprus lead. Down the middle, and it's an ace serve. Strong serve from the Cypriots. 16 points to 3. See the net billowing in the wind as Montgomery's ball goes high into the air. She digs it over short. Nystrom has to dive to pick it up. She get a chance to swing. Big swing dig and score from Cyprus. One more to the change. It's 17 points to 3. A massive lead for Cyprus, and Nystrom back on the baseline to serve again. Float serve goes down the middle. It's off Montgomery, and England changes, but there's no way back for that. And it's the technical timeout.
The technical timeout, 21 points. Cyprus
18 points to 3 in favour of Cyprus. Northern Ireland with a lot of work to do to try and get themselves into this set and gain some momentum for the next set.
Welcome to the Commonwealth Games qualifiers for Birmingham at 2022.
Our Rakin team come on to the court to tend to it.
First place team
is led by
in
Rowan
both
Johnson
men
here.
And women's competitions will automatically
one of our key
qualify
volleyball volunteers at Scottish Volleyball.
We're back on the sand tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. Scotland's men taking on the men of Gibraltar, and then we finish things off around about 4:30 with Scotland men in action again.
Great to see so many people out here enjoying beach volleyball in Portobello
tomorrow,
at
and watch us, and also on Sunday for the business end of the competition.
And as the players come back out onto the court, it's going to be a change of sides.
Cyprus leading by 18 to 3. They have the serve, and Nystrom will serve.
So here we go. Nystrom on the baseline serving for Cyprus. Driven, but it's into the net. Point Northern Ireland. Rachel Montgomery will go back to the baseline, looking to find a way to get some points on the board. Short onto the line, the lefty, cross court, and scores with some authority. Cyprus in a commanding lead, 19 points to 4, closing in on this first set. Timeout taken by Northern Ireland. As they go back to their chairs at the timeout.
Cyprus
19 points to 4, and we're going to go to
set.
some replays of that first set action. Cyprus established a dominating first performance here
Big
at
thank
this
you to our various partners
beach
this weekend.
volleyball
Team
Commonwealth
Scotland,
Games
the City of Edinburgh
Birmingham
Council,
22 qualification tournament.
QTV and BBC providing the online coverage as we speak. So when you're not here, you can watch it online on the BBC Sport Scotland website. Thank you also to Red Bull and volleyball photos. You can capture all the great action on our official website.
It's valid even for
Thank you to Whoosh and also UK Beach Tour and official kit supplier is Xeon Teamwear.
It's great to see that the sun has made an appearance, but I can just see some droplets of water in the air, so threatening a little bit of rain, but the sun is out, and
area is the venue, which will also host 3-on-3 basketball,
up the sand
and also
and makes it
3-on-3
very, very nice
wheelchair
here at
basketball.
Portobello.
Should be quite exciting down there at Birmingham.
Cyprus need
That's what
2
it's all
points
about
for the
this
opening
weekend
first
for
set here.
One male team and
Northern
one
Ireland
female team guaranteed
fight
their place.
every point.
Birmingham 2022.
Jamie Salvin gets us underway. Float serve line side. Montgomery with the set, and England over. This second ball is received. Got a bit of a rally going. Nystrom with the pokies over the top and scores by Constantopoulos.
That takes us to set point for Cyprus.
Cyprus 20
The
points
Nystrom to
to
serve for the
4.
first
It will
set.
be Erika Nystrom to close out the first set. No, my apologies. The score table is held up paddle 2. It will actually be Zoya Constantopoulos with the serve. On to Montgomery, who's played it high, deep onto the baseline. It's going over short. A chance to swing. It's rolled and cut, and that's it.
That's
First set,
21-4.
A very deft piece of skill, rolling it over and along the net. Cyprus take the opening first set. 21-4. And yeah, the rain is starting to fall here at Portobello Beach in what is, I can only describe as a strange scenario, because the sun is out and the rain is falling. But that doesn't matter here for beach volleyball. All weathers will be played in. The only thing that we really postpone for is lightning. So no threat of that today. It's just a little bit of a drizzle that's coming down at the moment. But that won't dampen the spirits of everybody here at Portobello Beach with this qualification tournament. Everybody's really excited. It's a culmination of a lot of work and effort for all the teams. They are looking for the ultimate prize, getting that qualification spot at Birmingham 2022. At stake for the home nations, it's trying to be part of what is essentially a home game for the teams on duty here this weekend. Can Scotland make it to Birmingham? We hope so. Can we get that happening? We hope so. But before we do that, we need to get back to this action here. Cyprus come out leading 1-0. They'll be receiving serve from Northern Ireland. It'll be Becky Rankin to serve. Technical officials just again waiting down the sidelines, well, a little bit sad. And Jamie Salvin will get us underway. It's a good service on the line. Nystrom goes up cross court, it's defended, Montgomery dives, Rankin plays it over one-handed. Great play from Northern Ireland, but another spike, another defence. Great effort from Nystrom, and that point goes to Cyprus. Fantastic fighting spirit from the Northern Irish pair, and that recovery from Rankin was nothing short of spectacular on one hand. Montgomery, and that one is into the net from Rankin. (2-0) Cyprus lead. Second set. So Montgomery, she looks, gets in the road, and it's a point for Cyprus. A quick change of sides. Let's see if the Cypriots pick up on it, change the service tactic. No, they've continued on that cross-court action. And a chance to swing. The left knee goes up. It's a knuckle shot across, and no defence. Unfortunate from Becky Rankin, the Northern Ireland. She's not able to return that. Cyprus score 4-0. Lots of communication between each of the pair. Here we go. Float serve. Onto Rankin. Montgomery with a set. Chance to push. Second ball attack from Nystrom goes into the net, and Northern Ireland are on the board. 1-4. Rachel Montgomery with a serve. What can she bring to the table here? Cross court. Great serve. Clips the top of the net and lands in on that far sideline. 2-4. She'll be looking to do that again. Here comes the serve. Get on to Nystrom, who receives pretty well. It's a second ball attack. Push deep. It's too deep. Nystrom follows that all the way to the line, and it's a point to Cyprus. Change of ends. 5-2 the Cypriots lead. They also lead 1-0 here in this final pool match of day one of this Commonwealth Games qualification tournament from Portobello
Cyprus
Beach.
leading 5-2, second set.
Nystrom with the serve. And she serves into the net. 3-5. Rankin to serve for Northern Ireland. Float serve on the line to the lefty. Off the top of the block, it's pushed back over. There's a scramble and Northern Ireland score. Fantastic piece of action there. Northern Ireland take that point, 4-5. This is better. Rankin with the serve. On to Nystrom, who looks through the net and swings. Powerful line shot, scores. 6-4, Cyprus lead. Second set, 1 set to love in favour of Cyprus. Santopoulos with a deep float. It's on to Rankin, who can't control it. 7-4. Cross court onto Montgomery. Rankin with the set. She goes for the swing. Defence drops off, but that ball doesn't go on the net tape. It doesn't get across. And Cyprus score 8 points to 4 is their lead here. Second set. Constantopoulos to serve for Cyprus. The flow cross court onto Montgomery. Rankin is scrambling, it's into the net, and it's another point. Cyprus. Again, the momentum they had in the first set is carried with them into the second set, and they're building here. 9 points to 4. Cross court again, and it's an ace. Great service from Constantopoulos, and we've got the change of ends.
At the 7-point turnaround, it's 10 points to 4. The lead for Cyprus, second set.
10 points to 4, Cyprus lead here in the second set. Down the middle onto Montgomery. Rankin sets it back to her, she swings. Good receive by the Cyprus pair. Line over, and the shot is great. It's with accuracy onto that sideline, using the knuckles to guide it. Score is 11 points to 4 for Cyprus. They continue to pile on the pressure. Montgomery, inside an ace. $12 points to 4 for Cyprus. Received by Rankin. Second ball attack is good from Montgomery. Northern Ireland score. And she's pleased with that one, and rightly so. It was accurate, and it was on 2. Montgomery with the serve. Float is deep, and oh, it's wide. Nystrom goes to the baseline for the ball. Cyprus leading 13 points to 5. Float serve. It's popped on top of Montgomery, and she grimaces and she's not able to control it. 14 points to 5. Cyprus building an ever bigger lead. That was dropped. Again, second ball from Montgomery is heavy. 15-5. It seems every time the Northern Irish hit the ball, it just goes a little bit too long. To Rankin, the second ball, it's just wide from Montgomery. They're trying everything to get the ball onto the Cypriot floor. Just not working out for them at the moment.
So 16-5 the score for Cyprus.
Cyprus lead, and we have a technical timeout.
That's the second set, last match on day 1.
Second set.
Well, the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth.
Last match of the pool play today, 1 of 3 scheduled. Again, the technical team go out, give a little bit of maintenance to the court. ahead of the players returning after this technical timeout. Again, only a minute for that technical timeout. And second referee Davide Perat looks at it before returning to his spot here at the second referee's post. Jamie Salvin on the referee stand, just a little head nod acknowledging the music that's been provided by our partners at Whoosh Entertainment. Gotcha.
16-5 to lead, second set.
So here we go, we're back
Cyprus
on it.
to
It's
serve,
Erika
and
Nystrom
Nystrom
for
to serve.
Cyprus to get us back underway. Again, the technical officials trying to hold that line down with a bit of sand, and the wind's having none of it. But here we go. Nystrom with the serve. She leads 16 points to 5. Float serve down the middle off the top of the tape. Rankin dives. Montgomery, can she recover? She does. It's on the floor. Lefty, roll shot. And the referee says that that's been a lift ball, and Northern Ireland score. Good piece of action there. Great play from Northern Ireland. Rankin with a serve. Drops onto Nystrom. Chance to spike. Roll shot line and scores. She makes that look very, very easy. Cyprus leads 17 points to 6. Second set. And they also lead 1 set to love. That's the top of it on to Montgomery. Rankin with a shot. To the lefty, chance to swing. She does so. She cuts that and turns it onto the other side of the court. It's a great point. 18 points to 6. Here we go. Lefty with a float down the line. Ball from Montgomery, poked over, and it's caught out again. Northern Ireland feeling that one. 19 points to 6. Cyprus serve. Float again. Montgomery reception. Ranking up. She swings. And it's into the net. That brings up set and match point for Cyprus. Timeout taken by Northern Ireland. And Cyprus will have to sit down and think about it for a minute. Timeout is called. Now if you watch here a replay, quick line shot over from Nystrom, and again the service from Montgomery, and that poke back across by Konstantopoulou, scoring for Cyprus. So here we come, we're coming back on. Still, it looks like we got just a few more seconds in this timeout. And both teams return. It'll be
set and match points
Zoya
for
Konstantopoulou
Cyprus.
to serve for Cyprus for the match. Can she bring the first day's pool play to a close in style? First referee Jamie Salvin asking his technical team to make sure these lines stay in place. So here we go, the lefty with a float serve. It's deep on it, Montgomery she receives, Rankin sets her up. She spikes it, it's over. Chance for the point. Big powerful swing and she scores!
And that's the winning points for
winning
the set
point
and the
for
match. So well done
Cyprus.
to
They
Cyprus.
take the
So
set
won by
21-6 and the match
Let's
2
see it for
sets
Cyprus and
to
Northern
0.
Ireland.
That ball over for Montgomery, received, and then the big spike down the middle by Konstantopoulou for Cyprus. It's 2 sets to 0 for Cyprus, and it looks like we're going to get our roving reporter Graham Easton to come in for an interview with the Cypriot pair. So
So well done to Cyprus for that victory. Ladies, you must be very, very pleased with that victory.
Yeah, it's nice to be out here. Weather conditions were a little harsh, but we started strong, so really happy about that.
And you've both been playing regularly on the World Tour. Do you fear you're in good form just now?
Yeah, we have played all summer now, like we stopped for a few weeks ago, and we have been preparing for this tournament. So I hope we will do what we want from here.
Good, and across the world, how do you find the weather here? It's very, very windy here. Is that quite difficult?
Well, the wind is kind of changing all the time, which makes it challenging, but I hope that in the next few days we're going to be able to adjust.
Good stuff, great job here. Let's hear it for Cyprus. Great victory this afternoon.
Thank you, guys.
So Graham Easton there, our partner, our interviewer on the sand, talking over with the Cypriots. They're talking with Cyprus about their performance. So tomorrow is a new day, and it continues with pool play.
That brings things to an end on day D1 here.
Scottish teams looking to continue and build on their positive starts with their win. And on that. So tomorrow we've got Scotland versus Gibraltar. That's men's pool. Then it'll be Gibraltar versus Northern Ireland in the men's pool, and then Scotland versus Cyprus later on in that big match. Follow that up by Northern Ireland versus Wales, Scotland versus Cyprus in the men's. That's a big match again for the home nation, and rounding off with Wales and Northern Ireland. Plenty of beach volleyball happening, and as we close out the end of the day tomorrow, Scotland will play Northern Ireland and Cyprus will play Wales. Plenty of beach volleyball to come from the Commonwealth qualifiers here at Portobello Beach. We're excited to be live on the BBC with these matches. We hope you've enjoyed today's coverage, and we hope that you can join us again tomorrow for some more beach volleyball action. I've been Andy Fleming, I've been your commentator, and I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. So I hope you can join us live on the BBC Red Button.